Here I'm going to show you how to install the ButtonWorx repair kit in Panasonic cordless phone. This fits in a lot of different phones that all look like this. There's the 430, 630, 730, and 930 series. So KX-TGA431, 630, 631, 730, 930, 935, anything like that. The letters after the 3 digits. You can see the part number right there. The letter S right there is a color code for silver. Some of them are country codes, but none of that matters. If it's KX-TGA and then a 4.3, a 6.3, a 7.3, or a 9.3, anything after that, it should work. Okay, so you need a Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, isopropyl alcohol. I use 91%. That's the best one. I got a little bottle of it here. And I got Q-tip, tips, toothbrush, and a rag. So, to take your phone apart, take the battery cover off, and there are 2 screws down here. Now in this model, all the screws are the same size, which is nice. Just keep an eye out in case they change the screw size in some of them. If there was a really long screw there and then you put it in somewhere else, it could go through the housing. Okay, so I got the 2 screws out, and what I want to do is I want to grab this and pull this out a little bit, and sometimes it's hard to grab that because you can't grab this part here. You have to just grab that. You might put a little screwdriver in there and just help you out, but basically you don't want to pry it off, you don't want to pull it off. You want to just get it open a little bit and put some pressure on there, and there's a clip. This one's already come off, but there's a clip here, and there's a clip here, and then there's a clip here, and then the same on the other side. So usually that one comes off pretty easily, and this one might not have, and you can just basically put the screwdriver up there and just tweak it a little bit. You're not prying it off, you're just, see there, pop. So there's a clip there, there, and there, plus there. So I didn't have to put a lot of pressure. I didn't have to damage the plastic. It's just pop. And once you get it loose, I like to just wiggle it like that, yeah, and it comes off. You usually don't have to use the screwdriver on the other side. And then that last clip will just come off when you wiggle it. There's a clip on the top. Okay, this one, the speaker wire wasn't stuck down. Usually it's taped down, and that's why you don't want to pull this apart with any strength because you'll rip these wires right off the board. If this is taped on, like this wire is taped down here, I usually just grab it and pull it off just to give you some more working room. Pull off the tape. So we got a screw over here, and then 2 down here on the battery terminals. Now, these battery terminals have to go on the same side. They're different. So if you want to, you could pull it out and kind of put them in a position, up top and bottom, so you know where to put them back. But if not, I'll show you how to deal with it later. So I got those 3 screws out, and the board should just come right out. Like that. There's a plastic thing right here. It's stuck on there. Flip it over, and this is just loose, so it's just going to flop around. Oh, and this one had my old keypad repair on it, so I'm going to pull that off. So we got the keypad, the rubber keypad, and the circuit board. You got to clean the circuit board with isopropyl alcohol. I usually use a rag and just kind of wipe it down. Some of them are really nasty. I've got some on the display there. You don't want to get a lot of isopropyl alcohol in this microphone, but it'd be pretty hard. You don't want to just basically pour it on the microphone, or if you had a dripping rag, try to keep it away from the microphone. Other than that, it really can't hurt anything. The rubber keypad, if it's really gooey and gross, you might want to clean that too. Sometimes I will use a toothbrush and rubbing alcohol. You can also take this to this kitchen sink and just run it under hot water, or soap and hot water. Rinse it off and make sure it's dry before you put it back. Okay, so now we got it clean. You want to make sure it's not sticky. There's nothing, no oils or anything left on there. And we got the repair kit. You basically just peel the brown layer. It's the wax paper liner keeping the adhesive protected. Just, you know, gently pull it off. And there's a notch for the microphone. You just put it on there like that, and there's a couple notches and a little round notches and a square notch up here. So that all lines up. You don't have to push down or try to stick it down. I laid it down and it's fine. Once it's assembled, it'll stick it down. And if you do anything wrong, you can definitely peel this off and put it back on, especially in the first day or so. Okay, so now we're ready to put it back together. This speaker you want to just place it in there, and then there's a notch cut out on the side here where the wires can fit through. Also, when you took your phone apart, there's a little thing up here that might have fallen out on you. See, it's a light pipe for the antenna, or it's basically a ring notification or message notification. So that goes back in. You can see it's kind of rounded, so the tippy point there go towards the front of the phone. I don't think you can put it in backwards. It wouldn't make much sense. Put it in upside down, it's kind of sticking out, not following the curve of the phone. So put that back in, and make sure you don't have any big ugly fingerprints on your display. And if you touch that, you can clean that. If you touch the glass in here, clean it with something. Okay, we got the speaker there, and flip it over. There's a pin there that fits in the hole. Okay, and I'm going to put the screw in the top first, just to hold it down. So then we got the battery charging terminals, and they look the same, but they're opposite, like left and right-handed. And there's little holes down here in the plastic, and then there's the place where the pin actually rests in up top. So this rests in here, and there's a pin that goes down in the hole. So obviously if I'm trying the wrong side, you know, if I'm trying to put this over here or whatever, it won't fit. So it fits right like that. If I tried to do it here, I'd have to flip it over, and then it doesn't make sense. So it goes like that. It goes like that, and then you got two screws. Make sure you tighten these pretty good, not over tighten them, tighten by hand. But if they're loose, then you might not charge up very well or at all. You just want it to be snug. And then when you put it back together, make sure you don't pinch these wires, just kind of guide them in the middle there. You don't want them sticking out the side. And you want to do that top clip first, and then the rest will just snap into place. And then put those last two screws in. And there you go. All your buttons should work perfectly now, and they should not break again because the oils will be blocked from getting on the circuit board again. Thank you.